Yo, 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 it's your boy ClutchMedia TV. And this is the one, y'all. This is the one we put everything together about your boy Vic. All right. We're piecing everything together. This is when everything comes together. All right. You're going to be able to see how Balco was created, why I said what I said in the last live, that they're hiding on the algorithm. All right. They're hiding on the algorithm. So you're gonna get a chance to see it all from start to finish. How Balco was created and what that has to do with SNAC and what that has to do with VADA. We're gonna show you from start to finish. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that like button. I know it's not notifying my subscribers, but you know, hey, make sure you hit that like button. This needs to get out on the algorithm. But this is where we start, okay? I started this whole journey with Victor Conte being questioned. Back when he was convicted from Balco, I had just graduated high school, whatever, and I grew up in one state and track athlete, and watched Marion Jones go through what she went through. So to sit there and watch that, and the whole thing with me was Marion Jones was denying everything, and Victor Conte, he was snitching. Okay. So the biggest thing is we're gonna go through his creation of Balco. Why was Balco successful? And why did it go so long? And how did Balco get busted? All right. And I can go ahead and tell you the end part. Balco got busted not because they tested positive. It's because Victor Conte snitched. That's how Balco got busted. He snitched. It was all because of the IRS. All right. They had came after him for his taxes. And he said, hey, man, I'm not going down by myself. Look, I got this whole operation. It's illegal. They know they doing it. And everybody's like, hold on, wait a minute. I didn't know you. I didn't know that's what we was doing. You never told me that. Yo, yeah, you knew. All right, so here we go. Start to finish. Okay. So Victor Conte right here, it says, in my opinion, it's important for Javante Tank Davis to learn the facts about the real Devin Haney and the SNAC system. We've worked together for about 10 fights now. Devin has done stringent VADA testing for each fight. The Balco cases were 20 years ago. I have been outspoken on anti-doping advocate ever since. Okay, so 20 years ago, not quite, almost 20 years ago. He was convicted in 2005. Okay, he got 4 months in prison and he got 4 months house arrest. Why did he get the house arrest? He snitched. Okay, and like he'll snitch again. He don't care. He is all about himself. And I'm gonna prove it. So here's the thing. Why was Balco so successful? Why was Balco so successful? Let's review it.
Barry Bonds, Mikey Garcia, Marion Jones, Shane Mosley, Ronnie Coleman, Caleb Plant, Terrence Crawford, and Devin Haney all connected. Confessions of Conte himself would reveal that athletes would be on a combination of drugs.
What did you give her?
The substance called the clear, EPO, growth hormone, and insulin.
Conte went further than just providing PEDs. He also admitted to hiring an ex-employee from the testing facilities, so he would be tipped off when they were close to catching him.
The reason that we were able to continue using THG for another year is because I had intelligence from inside the IOC accredited laboratories. They were unable to determine a test.
When asked if he
He was so successful because he had inside people inside the labs that were testing. That's Balco. That's why he went to prison. Okay. He gets out. Well, like, I mean, he went 4 months prison, 4 months house arrest. This happened in 2005. Now, all of a sudden, 5 years later, he decides, okay, well, 4 years later, he decides, oh, well, let me get together and let's create a testing company, and we'll take this testing company and I can control this testing company and put them up with another company that I create that controls the whole process. Yeah, so I'm showing you why Balco was successful. You heard him. He had inside of the labs. All right. He said it himself. And he said it himself. You heard him say it. It was because he had inside people inside the laboratories. He said it himself. Okay.
He also admitted to hiring an ex-employee from the testing facilities, so he would be tipped off when they were close to catching him.
The reason that we were able to continue using THG for another year is because I had intelligence from inside the IOC accredited laboratories. They were unable to determine a test.
So why is testing so important to Victor? It's not because to keep the drugs and stuff from sports. It's so he can keep doing the same exact thing. You know what? Don't take my words, okay? Because I'm gonna let someone tell you how he did Balco, and then I'm gonna let Vic tell you how he's running SNAC today, which is the same exact way. So, like, what's different? And even some of the same athletes that he got busted, that he snitched on, are some of the same athletes that he's claiming on his SNAC website. Go to SNAC, look up about, and scroll down. Like, you're gonna see a bunch of those athletes that got busted. Why are you claiming that? He still claims Balco on his ex. So, all right, you heard him. Laboratories. Why is that so important? Well, why is that so important? Because he's going to go in detail on how he created VADA. He just told you the reason why his operation that he had before was so successful, because he had inside people inside the IOC laboratories. So they were unable to determine a test. Now,
something that we've never disclosed to anybody before. Okay, and what we're working on, we've been working on this, and I'll tell you some of the names because they're already, this has been written about in the boxing magazines. Okay. It's Dr. Margaret Goodman. It's Dr. Flip Pomansky. I'm involved, and there's also another very high-profile anti-doping, world-renowned expert.
Mm-hmm. He said he's involved, okay? But here recently, he said he don't have nothing to do with VADA.
We'll reveal who this is shortly, but he is one of the most credible people in the world of anti-doping. Mm-hmm. Has agreed to be involved. So, and it's called VADA. And VADA, VADA, stands for Voluntary Anti-Doping Agency. Mm-hmm.
He just told you he created VADA. He orchestrated it, put it all together. He just told you why. I'm piecing it all together. All this has been pieced together. Why am I telling you that? Because the video before, I told you, he said it himself, Balco was so successful because he was able to control the laboratories. It's not that his stuff is clean, it's that all of his fighters go through his tested agency that he created. He created the whole VADA and WADA relationship. Like, he has inside ties with WADA and VADA. All right. And if VADA is so accredited and so good, then explain this. Explain this. It's time for you to be woke. It's time for the boxing community to be woke. Victor Conte, you see this. He said it himself. Even the most stringent VADA testing can be circumvented by smart cheaters. What does he mean by circumvented? That means you can find a way around it. And he created a way around it because he created it. He created the relationships. He has the inside jobs. He's pulling strings. How do you think the whole test with Ryan that he sent this confidential report to Margaret Goodman and VADA? They leaked it. And it's all over the internet because he just told you about Margaret Goodman. He talks about Margaret Goodman all the time. Okay. Like VADA is such it is such a great thing that we let the biggest cheater in the whole wide world put the relationships and everything together and have insight into all of that. Like, what sense does that make? So it like, what in the world do we have going on here? Okay, I told you it is going from one thing to the next. Okay, here's more proof about his relationship.
Suggested that you are in a way behind his failing of these drug tests. I would love to get your response.
More than a decade ago, when VADA first started, I was one of the first trainers that was referring my fighters world champions. The first one was Nonito Donaire. I have been sending my fighters, obviously because of my background, okay? And
obviously because of his background, he's been sending his fighters to VADA. What is his background, y'all? His background is cheating. He's blatantly telling you this on TMZ Sports. Because of his background, obviously, I'm sending my fighters to VADA.
When VADA first started, I was one of the first trainers that was referring my fighters world champions. The first one was Nonito Donaire. I have been sending my fighters, obviously because of my background, okay, and things that happened back in 2003. So I refer my fighters to VADA. Did I introduce Margaret Goodman and Flip Hamonsky that run VADA to people like Dick Pound, who was the founding chairman of WADA, the World Anti-Doping Agency, and others that helped them be able to do the testing at WADA accredited labs? Yes, I made some introductions.
So
he is the one who put WADA and VADA together. He's telling you this. And I go back to, why was Balco so successful? All right, shall I play it again? Why was Balco so successful? Vic, how about you tell us why Balco was so successful?
That we were able to continue using THG for another year is because I had intelligence from inside the IOC accredited laboratories. They were unable to determine a test.
They were unable to determine a test. Why am I putting all this together? He just told you he sent his fighters to what he created. He created the relationships. And that's how Balco was able to even last so long. Like, how hard is this to see? It was his voice. He sent all of his fighters there. Okay, this is on Twitter. Oh, Devin has done stringent VADA testing for each fight. It's so stringent, right? That you had to say even the most stringent testing, VADA testing, can be circumvented by smart cheaters. Is this hitting home? Because, I mean, this is easy to see. This is so easy to see. And that's why they do not do Olympic style testing. Like, if I had a supplement, okay, and I was caught cheating, and I created testing, and I have fighters with me, and I'm giving them supplements, and they go into the people that the testing and the companies that I created. What does that make it look like? All right. So, furthermore, okay, now we're gonna go into like the actual actions of the relationships that Victor had when he was doing Balco.
The coach was like, yo, come down and see this Maryland. He deals with all kind of athletes and he's the best. And then I'm like, all right. First I said no. I said, no, I'd go after the fight. I don't need that. I don't need none of that shit. And he was like, oh man, you need to come to fly out there and see him and do a contest with him. I'm telling you, he's the best. I was like, all right. So we flew out there one day to Oakland and came back. I didn't even know what it was. I was like, and then when we took my blood, he didn't give me stuff there. Went to the blood, he came back here, and then you know, and they started administering the stuff on me. The strengthening coach did that with me. Not me. I didn't do it myself. He was doing it. I was like, all right.
So he's saying that, you know, they took his blood, the strength and conditioning coach, and they went back and did whatever. He came back and gave him stuff, you know, that he didn't know what they was doing.
Right. They called, make sure everything's good. Everything's great. We're good. Boom. All right, boom. I fight, boom. Get out of the thing. Everything's good. Cool. All right, we good. Then all of a sudden, oh, Victor Conte is, you know, on trial for Barry Bonds and Maryland, whatever, the track runner and this person, that person, like 100 different people. And then they announced my name. I'm like, what the fuck? What's going on here? And then about the big old scandal. I'm like, what the hell's going on here? And now for the rest of my life, almost, because people are not gonna really understand. They can see this video maybe and maybe understand a little bit, but it's like they don't even understand. Like I seen this dude 2 times in my whole life, and my 2 times my whole life is all messed up. But everybody now, and it's like a slap in the face to me. Boom, right now, right? Because I'm looking at TV. This was a SNAC. That was a SNAC. This was where SNAC hanging. Everybody's wearing SNAC. And SNAC is Victor Conte.
That's my whole point. Okay. He's saying it to you himself. It's a smack in the face. All right. He got to sit here and watch SNAC. And SNAC is Victor Conte. And he got caught up because of his relationship with Victor Conte. All right. This next video, he goes into details.
With boxing.
I don't know, Shane. I don't know how Victor Conte is allowed to be in boxing and do the same thing he got caught cheating for. I don't know. It don't make sense to me either. But
so yeah, I went and I did some stuff with him for one day, and he sent it to my my strength and conditioning coach, which I, you know, he sent it to him, and then he gave it to me. So you could do your homework to see who my strength and conditioning coach was, and still works with my strength. The one I had still works with Victor Conte today.
The strength and conditioning coach that administered him the steroids that he said he did not know that was steroids and he didn't know what he was doing, still from this day works with Victor Conte from this day. In boxing. How are you able to do that? How is he able to do this? Like, how are you able to do this?
In boxing with fighters. So I'm the bad guy. And you guys are still actually SNAC works with like WADA and all them. I don't know, it's not WADA, but with the drug people.
SNAC works with VADA, that VADA works with WADA, and Victor put all of it together. And I played the video of Victor saying that Balco was so successful because he had people on the inside of the laboratory. So it's not about being undetectable or being smart. It's about controlling the testing. And Victor knows the ins and outs of the testing. He knows the ins and outs of the testing. He knows the ins and outs of testing. All right. So everybody knows when you have drugs, all right, ain't nobody stupid. There always have to be a what? There has to be a connect. Well, guess what? Victor says he is the nexus of boxing. What does the nexus mean? Connect. Don't take my word, take his.
Get dragged into this latest Ryan Garcia debacle?
Boy, that's a very good question. I'm not sure exactly. Probably my association with Devin Haney. And,
so guilty by association. That's what happens with me with Kim all the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Guilty by association. That's what's gonna happen. Everybody that is associating with Victor Conte, when he goes down, you're gonna be guilty by association. Because he gonna snitch too.
People can't stand Kim, and then I get lumped in with him.
That's terrible.
You just had a great idea. You said, how do I get dragged into all this? I just thought of a new nickname for myself, the nexus of boxing.
There you go.
What?
I like that.
Say that again.
All this. I just thought of a new nickname for myself, the nexus of boxing.
The nexus of boxing. Like, he's proud of his work. He thinks he has no certifications, no qualifications. He did not even finish school to even do what he's doing. He figured out how to cheat the system. And now he's the expert. He's the expert at cheating, and he's not even good at that. Like, all the details is right here before your eyes. It's right here before your eyes. And it's just like, and he brags. He brags about what he did to those athletes that said they didn't know what he was doing to them. Like, he would take their blood and do all of that. And you know what? Is Victor still taking blood and doing the way he did with Balco today? Let him tell you.
In essence, when you lay down with dogs, don't be surprised when you get up with fleas.
Victor, the question that a lot of people have is, who paid for the VADA testing for that April 20th event?
That was paid for by Golden Boy.
Okay, so it's not you. The other question I think a lot of people want answered is, and get more clarity, what is your relationship with Devin Haney, and how much did you work with him for this particular fight?
Well, we always at a distance, he can do blood testing there in Las Vegas. We can get the results. We can ship him all the supplements. So I can provide consultation to him, as I do many other fighters like Terrence Crawford or Clarissa Shields or, at one point recently, Jim Lampley asked me how many world champions I'd worked with in the last decade. So I made a list for him, and it was 28. So not all of them come here to SNAC. Okay.
Yeah, because they don't want to be seen with you, but you heard him. We can take your blood. There's so many different places to take your blood for us to do the testing to see what supplements we're going to give you. Okay. Now, let me ask you a question. Floyd Money Mayweather said that the best type of testing is Olympic style testing. Why? It's because they take your blood and they do your urine. He's taking blood to give the supplements, but he's recommending and put all of the testing together for boxing. But why isn't blood testing a part of that? Why is it just urine? Is it so random if you know when they're gonna come test? If you have the insides? Like, when you get in the bed, like what you say
I'm
again?
just saying, in essence, when you lay down with dogs, don't be surprised when you get up with fleas.
When you lay down with dogs, don't be surprised when you get up with fleas. Like, yeah, dry snitching. He's straight up snitching on everybody he's working with. And like, look, I played the video. Shane said he took my blood. They sent it off. And the trainer, strength and conditioning coach, came back with the stuff and gave it to me and this and that. Like, I had no idea. And there's a video on here where he said, I even asked Vic, are we good? He said, yeah, we good. Let me see.
SNAC actually works with them. Isn't that crazy?
That's insane, man.
It's insane. And now you put a mark on me saying that I'm doing steroids. I was a steroid guy. People say, oh, yeah, Shane did steroids. He was winning because he's doing steroids. No, I wasn't. I didn't even use this protocol the whole time.
But there's another video that I have of him saying that, like, I asked him, well, he said it in his video earlier, you know, they make the phone call, make sure it's good. Like, who does he make sure it's good with? The people in the laboratories, not the actual people. And Shane says, like, hey, I didn't even go down I never popped dirty. I only went down because Victor Conte snitched on me. Like, that's the only reason why I went down. So, and I go back to this. He's even downplaying the thing that he put together. Victor Conte, I played the video of Victor Conte talking about how he put together the Voluntary Anti-Doping Association, which is VADA, how he put it together, and with the world, with WADA, how he put it together. But in this tweet, he's saying you need to be woke because even the most stringent VADA testing can be worked around by smart cheaters. Like, be aware. So why are we using him in boxing? Why is he allowed to even send his fighters to something that he's saying that can be worked around? Like, and he's name dropping. This is the same thing he got caught up for with Balco. All right. And he did not go down in Balco because people were popping dirty. He went down in Balco because he did not do his taxes right. And he started snitching. So if somebody catches him, he gonna sing again. He gonna snitch again. It's gonna happen. And why is this guy allowed to do the same thing in boxing that he's done before in boxing? Paulie, yes. He needs to be banned from boxing. If a boxer gets caught working with him, they should be suspended. Absolutely. Why is he allowed to even be in the sport? He's ruining the sport of boxing. Why is he allowed to put together the testing? When I played the video for you that said he's saying the reason why we were so successful back when I was cheating and I snitched on everybody is because I had inside people into the labs.
And insult.
Conte went further than just providing PEDs. He also admitted to hiring an ex-employee from the testing facilities, so he would be tipped off when they were close to catching him.
The reason that we were able to continue using THG for another year is because I had intelligence from inside the IOC accredited laboratories. They were unable to determine a test.
When asked if he ever thought about slowing down, he answered,
Do you not feel any shame?
No, I do not. And I'm going to go back and say it again. It's not cheating if everyone's doing it.
How is
this is after he got caught. They asked him, do you ever think about slowing down? He said, no. Heck no, I'm not slowing down. It ain't cheating if everybody is doing it. And it's the same guy that put together VADA, and he's still doing supplements, taking people blood, sending them supplements. He's still doing the same thing. And after he got caught, they said, hey, man, after you snitched on everybody, you thinking about slowing down? He said, no, I don't feel bad. No, it ain't cheating if everybody is doing it. What? And he's allowed to do the same thing today. Like, what does that make sense? But and the thing is, he cannot stop talking. He tells on himself. And the thing is how people cannot see that Victor Conte in the sport of boxing is a conflict of interest. He should not be allowed. He's banned from baseball. Why is he still allowed to be in boxing? Why didn't boxing ban him? Why is he banned from boxing? When he got banned from baseball is the same reason why he snitched on somebody in boxing. Track, boxing, weightlifting, baseball. But he's not banned from boxing. He's allowed to do the same things he was doing back then that he's doing now. He got banned from other sports, but not boxing. Allow that to sink in. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit the like button. All right. Make sure you hit that like button. I have put together from A to Z of why Victor Conte should not be allowed in the sport of boxing. I put together from A to Z. Balco was successful because he hired inside people inside the labs. And when they asked him, after he got caught, do you ever think about slowing down? He said, no, it ain't cheating if everyone is doing it. I played the video of him still saying that he's operating the same way he was operating with Balco, and he created the testing with VADA and WADA. Who's to say he don't have? Well, he does have inside ties. He named everybody that he put together and created it. So, point proven that SNAC very well could be and is the new Balco. So the question arises, should SNAC athletes and SNAC itself, should the supplements be tested? Because when VADA released that letter, they said any, not all supplements. So, like, the question is, why is he allowed to, one, dictate who his people that he gives supplements to go where they go to test, after he's been known to fabricate and control the testing, which he's still doing by putting together VADA and WADA. And, he showed how good his relationship is with Margaret Goodman, because he got Margaret Goodman to leak the supplement test that Ryan Garcia sent to VADA confidentially the other day. And my next question is like, well, since you want to talk about IV so much, how is one of your fighters able to gain 25 pounds overnight and for one fight? So, Garfield, you bring up a good point. The question is, I think he meant, is why that guy is working in boxing when any other sports don't want nothing to do with him. That's my whole point. Why? It doesn't make sense. It does not add up. I mean, it does not add up. And the same thing that Shane said is like, I met this man 2 times. He took my blood. And then the same strength and conditioning coach that was giving Shane steroids back then and administering it to him is still working with Victor Conte until this day with SNAC in boxing. And that's my point. Paul, it makes me sad too, because Bud is one of my favorite boxers. And he's like the poster boy for VADA. I mean, for SNAC. So like, think about this. He's fighting hard for legacy. And if Victor Conte, something goes wrong with him, he's gonna snitch if anything they're doing is within question. And that's gonna tarnish Bud's legacy. So why am I doing this? Clear your name right now. If you are a boxer and you working with SNAC, clear your name. It's like all of this stuff that we have going on with Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney. I think it's an eye opener to Victor Conte. It's an eye opener. I'm pointing the finger at Victor Conte. I'm saying, hey, everybody, look at him. Look at this dude right here. Look at this dude. It's not my job to be a prosecutor like the Haneys are trying to be right now by filing paperwork. It is my job to find out what the New York State Athletic Commission is going to do on either suspending or whatever they're going to do with Ryan Garcia. I can't say if Ryan Garcia is suspended or not. So I got to sit back and wait. Yeah, I know Boots is too. Boots a good fighter too. Yeah, boxing right now is the most crookedest sport. It's crooked, man. It's crooked. Yeah. Khan, he said boxing is the only sport with no oversight. So it's ripe for all types of rackets and cheating. Yeah, it is. He cheated in boxing, snitched on the boxer, came back, created the testing, and created more supplements, changed the name from Balco to SNAC, put the same athletes that he told on for giving steroids to on the SNAC list. You know what? I'm gonna show y'all. SNAC. Let's go. I'm gonna show y'all. He's proud of his work. He is proud of his work. Here we go, y'all. Here we go. All right, SNAC. You go click on SNAC's website. You click on SNAC's website. My internet's acting a little slow, but you go to About Us, about the company of SNAC. You click on it. All right. Since 1987, SNAC system has been pioneering the expansion of human potential and utilization clinical science to drive athletic performance. What happened in 2005? He's dating back SNAC, which I know SNAC was, I know there's like some stuff in between with SNAC and SNAC was created, whatever, but Conte's notorious Balco years forever changed him, and he is now one of the world's most outspoken anti-doping advocates. But his commitment to guiding athletes to become their very best has never wavered. It's never wavered. All right. He's against anti-doping. But SNAC athletes, y'all see this, right? Y'all see this? SNAC athletes. What names are up here? Barry Bonds. Barry Bonds, his legacy is tarnished. Is under as a SNAC athlete. Wouldn't you put that like Ronnie Coleman, Marion Jones? These are all people he snitched on. Like, these are all people he snitched on. Like, he got them included into some of the names that he has now. Like, so when you get if you had to take a wild guess, oh, John Torres, I'm pulling this up. Victor Conte name says it all. It does. Victor Conte. If you had to take a wild guess, how long you think the suspension is going to be for Ryan? I don't know. This is a wild case because I have to assume, okay, that what Ryan's attorney is saying is true. Okay. But in the back of my mind, it feels like Ryan is trying to prove that the relationship between Victor Conte, Devin Haney, and VADA and WADA is all suspect. Like it seems like he's trying to prove that by like one, all of the stuff he's saying in public, and like it like how they're responding. He sent VADA a confidential test, and VADA leaked it. And somebody else did their own testing of the supplements and said it came back negative. It's on X. So I don't know. I mean, if it actually is contamination, I mean, Alicia Baumgartner, she got off. Whose camp is she in? She's in a Haney camp. But the Haney camp saying, hey, Ryan should be banned for life. Why? Because your son got violated on 420. Yeah, I mean, it's all fishy, city. It's all fishy. So how can you feel that one person that, and Alicia Baumgartner had way more in her system than Ryan Garcia. But Ryan Garcia should be banned for life. But your fighter that's in your same camp that tested positive should not be. She got off. She didn't even get a slap on the wrist. Hypocrite. And speaking of hypocrites, all right. Speaking of hypocrites,
that mess with you. You dig what I'm saying? I'm gonna come on over and mess with you. You dig what I'm saying? Yeah. Now, right now.
Why can't you just say that he beat you that night? He was the better man that night.
You're a former user, because that's what you don't have any problem with a person using drugs. I can see it in your face. I can see it. I know somebody, listen. Yeah. Now, right now, hey man, listen, I don't know, listen, Mill City, I don't know if you're using or you're in recovery, but listen, come with me and get your game together. You dig? Because we live in stress-free and drug-free. You dig?
Okay.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Because listen, I know some of my people, you dig? Because everyone knows I'm legendary. I used to be in the streets. So I know some of you guys are users. You dig? And y'all use.
And there's no way you're gonna be allowed to be back in the streets and y'all out here acting like y'all prosecutors of the state with paperwork, snitching, and doing all this. You working with the biggest snitch in sports history. Like, and it looks or seems, okay, I'm assuming that you are using yourself right here on, and you're accusing Mill City. That's why he exposed you. Like, you abuse, y'all willing to abuse whatever relationship, like how you accuse somebody of something that you're doing. Like, you just did this on the video. Yeah, like you trying to get over on people and make people feel like they're beneath you. Oh, come get with me, even though I just got it's allergies. Yeah, okay. Like you in the middle of an interview, bro. Not even discreet. Where's Cat Williams when you need him? I can see you. I can see you.
I'm gonna come on over and mess with you.
That's a snort for each nostril. Like, yo. And guess what? He said sound like a vacuum. Guess what? I am the coon if I don't ride with this. If I don't support this, I'm a coon. I'm a bum. Guess what? I have morals. I have integrity. So why would I stand for someone that's complaining about cheating, that has the biggest cheater on their side, filing more paperwork than 6ix9ine, and you are doing this in public? You fighting harder outside of the ring than you are in the ring. Like what in the world are we doing here? Like, what are we doing? And guess what? All you doing is hurting your son. Okay. People don't like Devin. They don't like people that don't like Devin is not because of Devin. People don't like Devin is because of Bill. The antics, the stuff he says. Like, hey, look, don't take my word for it. All right. I posted this on I posted this too. But like one of my subscribers like, hey man, I had my money on Devin, but lately I've changed my mind on the Haneys. I'm no longer a Haney fan. Like, bro, y'all out here wilding. You jumping, making crazy moves, not like look, everybody knows Ryan is a liar. Okay. Everybody know he's a liar. All right. That's his thing. That's his thing that he uses. So, like, you know, I have to assume that when his attorney comes out with something, that guess what? That is him telling the truth because Ryan is not saying that. That's his attorney. And I assume that his attorney does not want to tarnish his reputation. Yeah, Devin has. I was a fan of the Haneys, picked him to beat Ryan, but now after this, that this has been exposed, can't ride him with him no more. Yeah, man, it's crazy. This is crazy. And you know, what did Bill go to school for, y'all? What did he go to school for? He went to school for media. So why, like, this guy right here? He's a part of it. He's a part of it. Dan Raphael, go look at his page and how he reports stuff. He's a part of it. Some of these YouTube channels, they only really report when something supports their Bill narrative. And it's just like, yo, if you talking about things, why not speak straight facts and points? And like, hey, when I look at this whole situation, the biggest thing that stand out to me is Victor Conte. He caught my attention. You know, the New York State Athletic Commission is going to do their job with Ryan Garcia, but what are we going to do about Victor Conte is the question. Bill is ruining Devin Haney's career. Yeah, he is. Yeah, Devin do be doing some sucker stuff. Like you on there down talking Regis, but you ain't down talking Ryan. You ain't down talking Ryan. Why are you down talking Regis? Because you know you the bigger guy. Regis, you too small. You too small, Regis. I whooped you for 12 rounds, Regis. You too small. Why you got that same energy with Ryan Garcia? Exactly. Devin is very likable, humble, soft-spoken. Daddy Haney is massively abrasive. Yes, he's a bad version of LeVar Ball. A very bad version. Hey, make sure y'all hit the like button because it helps the algorithm so people can see the truth, man. People need to see the truth. They need to understand what they're supporting blindly, emotionally. They are supporting this hot mess. All right. And it makes us look bad. You know, they say the culture says snitches get stitches, but I guess not in this case. You get to restart over and build a whole group and put together relationships just to set up for you to snitch again. Biz on the beat. Thank you, Biz on the beat. Thank you. I do think Devin will bounce back, but you're not going to bounce back if you keep filing paperwork. If you're not gonna fight Ryan Garcia for a rematch, why are you filing paperwork? Let the New York State Athletic Commission do their job. Now you a prosecutor? Y'all arguing like this is the OJ trial, and y'all the prosecutor attorney of the case for the state. Like, what are we doing? You a fighter in the ring, not in court. Yeah, Victor Conte, snitches get riches. Yes. 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 So, hey, look, it is clear here of what I think the main sole purpose of this is, and it's to knock out Victor Conte. It is to knock out Victor Conte. Victor Conte has to be out of the sport of boxing. He should not be allowed to be given supplements. He should not. VADA and WADA, like that whole thing, it should be. There are other ways to test. Do it the Floyd Mayweather way. Do it his way. Like, do the blood and urine, not just the urine. Why? Because they're using blood to give supplements. So his undetectable stuff will get detected. And Victor said it ain't cheating if everybody's doing it. That's what he said when they asked him if he's going to slow down after Balco. I don't feel bad because it ain't cheating if everybody's doing it. What sense does that make? Cotto have the revenge in the ring with Margarito. Facts. Definitely needs Bill out of his corner. Facts. He does. He's ruined his son. He's ruined his son. You should have let him go with Floyd Mayweather. You should have used Floyd's help. I'm just saying. But it seems like that, Floyd picked Tank over Devin after that sparring session that they was out here saying, well, release the tape. And now they released the tape, and now you have some ill will towards that man. You talked all this stuff up on yourself. Like, you talked all this stuff up. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure y'all share this. Next week we should be able to have super chats and stuff up. YouTube need to catch up. They behind. I'm waiting for YouTube to catch up. I appreciate everybody for supporting the truth. All right, because that's the only thing I'm out here telling. I'm using their words, not mine. I'm piecing together all their videos. Like that, why would I make up a story? Why would I say I check with my sources and they said that this is a lie? No, just use proof. Not hearsay, proof. Okay? The truth will set you free. And guess what? The truth is Victor Conte is a well-known cheater. And I prove how he cheated, how he set up his cheating company, and how he set up the new company and the testing up to be successful with what he's doing now with SNAC. And he think he's a proud scientist that has no certifications, no qualifications to be doing what he's doing. So how is he allowed to cheat in boxing before, snitch, come back, create the same thing, and do the same thing in the same sport when other sports have banned him from doing what he's doing? How is it allowed? Well, people, it is time for you to speak up against Victor Conte. It is time for you to denounce Victor Conte because he does not belong in the sport of boxing. But your boy, ClutchMedia TV, is out.